Today we're going to discuss one of the most lucrative skills that you can learn, and that is how to conduct a high-ticket sales call. Whether you're a business owner, coach, or consultant looking to learn this skill for yourself, or you're looking to learn high-ticket sales so that you can work for a business, either way, this is one of the best skills that you can learn so you know exactly what to say and do on a Zoom call to convert your ideal client into a high-paying, high-ticket client. Now, we're going to be breaking all of this down step by step, but as a general overview, you start with rapport. That's where you're building rapport with the person on the other end of Zoom. And then from there, you are setting the stage for what the rest of the call is going to be like. So you want to make sure that you take leadership and ownership of the call and lead the person on the other end of the line throughout the process. From there, you're going to ask discovery questions. Now, there's three main phases of discovery questions. The first is really to get an understanding of where that person is at now. Right? That's a neutral phase of questioning. Then from there, you're going to dive deep and understand what challenges that they currently face, and then you're going to take them high to outline the problems and solutions. So your call is going to look a little bit like that. And what you want to do is walk them through that discovery process, and we're going to break down all of that in just a few minutes. And then from there, once you discover everything that's going on, where they are right now, what their challenges are, where they're looking to go, you've built what's called a gap. And that's where you want to transition the call to the offer. So there's a transition period. Then from there, you're going to dive in and present your high-ticket offer. And that's where you're actually going to present the offer that you've crafted. Now, if you want to know how to craft a high-ticket offer, we have a video on that as well right here on the channel. But what you're going to do is craft exactly what that offer looks like and outline it to them on that call. And after that, you are going to do what's called a temperature check, where you check where they're at right now on a scale of 1 to 10. And then from there, you're going to invite them to take action and either enroll them, get a deposit, or book a follow-up to see if they're interested in the future. It's really important to prepare before a sales call, and that's why what we like to do is collect what are called applications. This is where people fill out some basic details about their business so that we can take a look at that and really have a full idea of exactly who they are, what some of their challenges might be, and where they might be looking to go. Now, that includes taking a look at things like their website, diving in, maybe take a look at them on social media. Also, really getting an understanding before the call of the basic idea of where they're at. That way, before the call, I can have an understanding of where I want to take the call when I hop on with them. Now, from there, what you want to do is actually dive into the call itself. So these are typically done on Zoom, and we have found that doing a video sales call drastically increases your ability to enroll people on the call because it has a lot more rapport and it's a lot better just to see someone face-to-face on video. It is such an impactful way to conduct a call like this. Now, the first step is really building up that rapport, connecting deeper with your prospect. Now, this should not be skipped because it's important to actually develop rapport, but also it shouldn't be too long. Some people spend, minutes and minutes and minutes diving into rapport, when in reality, it should really only be anywhere from 1 to 3 minutes long, just a very quick rapport builder. Then from there, we're gonna get into the discovery section. This is where we're uncovering needs and desires. We're asking all the right questions. Now, we really wanna have a clear approach to understand the prospect's needs, desires, and pain points, and we want to build a gap between where they are right now and where they're looking to be, because that gap can be filled with our offer. That's the key. So what we want to do is create the gap that we can then fulfill with our offer that's designed to get them from where they are to where they want to go. Now, it's important that you're asking open-ended and probing questions to allow them to elaborate on their current situation and really gather all of that information so that you can tailor your offer at the end of the call specifically to them as your ideal client. Now, in general, what you want to do is follow this basic process for discovery. There are three main components, and they go like this. It starts off with the first component, which is going to be asking questions about their current situation. So if it's a business offer, you're asking questions about their business. If it's life, weight loss, coaching, whatever it happens to be, you might be asking questions about themselves, but you're getting a baseline of where they're at right now. Now, these are neutral questions, right? So you're getting a baseline. Then you're gonna dive down and you're gonna ask and really dive into some questions that might bring up some negative emotions because you're gonna ask them about challenges or problems. That's the second section. So we understand where they're at now. Then we really start probing and understanding what are the challenges, what are the problems, what happens if this continues, what happens if you can't fix it, what are the challenges that you're facing right now? And then from there, you take them up to a higher field, right? So now you're going past neutral into a positive frame of mind to dive into future casting and where they're looking to go. What's your goal? What's your vision? 6 months from now, all this is fixed, what happens? Right? So you're taking them from this spot where you ask these neutral questions to understand where they're at now, you dive in, you hit the pain points, you dig deep, and then you take them up high to where they want to go, and then only when you get them high to where they want to go is when you want to present the offer, and that's going to be coming up next. But I'll give you an example. So we help businesses with YouTube ads get more consistent leads and sales. We also help businesses grow and scale to 6, 7, and 8 figures and beyond as coaching and consulting businesses. By the way, if you want to book a strategy call for yourself, you can click the link down there below to see how this works, and we can also map out for you how you can implement something like this into your own business. But what we do is we map out and first understand where their business is at. So how is your business doing right now, where you're at, what's your current revenue, what's your offer, what makes that unique. So we really ask these kind of general neutral questions to really understand where they're at. Then we dive deep. We really dive into their marketing. Okay, what's going on with your marketing right now? Okay, what's your cost per lead? Okay, what does that make your cost per acquisition? Okay, and how long has it been this way? Is that cost going up? What happens if this doesn't change, if they're running Facebook ads? We really dive deep. And then from there, we start going up high and future casting. So now what we want to do is say, okay, let's say you get all this implemented, you get YouTube ads implemented, or you build out a high ticket offer. What does this look like for your business? What's your goal? What's your goal 3 months from now, 6 months from now, right? Everything goes perfect. What's your next goal, right? You get all of this. Where are you going next? What are you really looking to do? And what we can do is future cast them to where they want to be once they solve this problem. And what this is really doing is it's creating something like this, right? So this is where they're at now, and they're being pulled down by these problems and these challenges that they face. Yet they want to be up here. And so what we're doing is we're building this gap. That's called the gap, right? Between where they are right now and where their problems are and where they want to be. That's the gap that they're in, and we want to help them overcome that gap with our offer, which is the next step. Now in the offer, that's where we want to provide a clear and compelling offer that helps get them from where they are right now to where they want to go. Now I have a whole video that actually breaks down step by step how to craft an irresistible high ticket offer. You can click the annotation to watch that video. I'll also post the link down in the description below. And that's a full long video that walks you through step by step how to actually craft an offer, its own video in of itself, but I'll give you the general overline. What you want to do is you want to talk about what the big promise is, what you're going to be able to help people do. Help them go from where they are right now to where they want to go in as quick a time as possible, overcoming their challenges. And what you have is a step-by-step process to get there. Remember, you're selling the transformation, so you're selling what they can actually achieve, but you're doing it using the steps that you have along the way. So here are the steps that I'm going to help you achieve to get where you're looking to go. And so you're selling that transformation to them on that call. So you might have anywhere from 3 to 5 pillars. These are the steps that they need to take throughout the process in order to achieve the results that you want. Now you also want to emphasize unique features, benefits, long-term outcomes of your offer that you're going to be able to provide to them. And you want to make sure that you're positioning your solution as the absolute best fit for your prospect's needs inside of that offer. Now, once you have presented the offer, the next step is not what people think. You do not get into price next. What you want to do is you want to actually pre-handle objections. Before you even get into the price, you want to pre-handle objections. And so what you're going to do is you're going to ask them this simple question. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being you're absolutely not interested in this at all, and 10 being this is a perfect fit, where would you say you're at right now? And if they're at a 9 or a 10, you just confirm, okay, so you're a 10 out of 10, or you're, if you're an 8 or a 9, okay, so you're an 8. What makes you not a 10? Are there anything that, is kind of stopping you from being a 10? What does that look like? And then they're going to say what the objections are, and what you can do is handle those objections directly on the call. And from there, let's say they say they're a little bit less than an 8, then you really want to say, okay, so you're a 6. I'm just curious, what makes you a 6? What's kind of coming up for you? That means there's probably something that may be a little bit confusing. I'm happy to dive into that. And then what you're going to do is dive into how you can help them get to a 10 out of 10. And so once you've done that, what you want to do is handle those objections, and you want to maintain that confidence, composure, and empathetic demeanor on that call to ensure that you're really deeply connecting with that ideal client. And once you get them to that 10 out of 10, the final step here is closing the deal, is enrolling that client into a full high ticket client. And that's where you're gonna dive in, you're going to process the payment, you're gonna get them started. But again, that's only the beginning of your relationship. It's really important that you deliver and massively over deliver on the promises that you made on the sales call. Now, if you're not able to get them to enroll right away, you wanna make sure you have one of these two other outcomes. The first is to place down a deposit. So put down a refundable deposit to hold your spot, and that way we can revisit this when you're ready. The other is to do a follow-up. Okay, I know you need to talk with so-and-so. Why don't we set a call in a day or two from now, and then that way we can continue the conversation and ensure it's a good fit, and make sure we answer any other questions. You wanna tie down those follow-ups so they actually show up on that call. Now, if neither of those happen, it is important to continue to nurture the relationship after the sales call and continue to follow up with them until they're ready to enroll. It's really important that you follow that process to get them to that place where they're ready to take action. So ultimately, those are the key elements of enrolling high ticket clients. Hopefully you found this video valuable. We also have a lot more videos right here on the channel, like I talked about in the annotations. Be sure to like the video. If you have any questions on all this, let me know down below. And I'll also link down below a resource that you can use, which is our Ad Outreach All Access membership. Now, inside the membership, we have a wide variety of trainings on exactly how to conduct high ticket sales, exactly how to craft irresistible offers, all of it step by step. You can get access to all of my paid courses for free for 7 days with an all access pass, no strings attached, free trial, cancel anytime, and you can see that link right down there at the top of the description. So that's my gift to you. I want to empower you to get the absolute best results inside of your coaching, consulting, or high ticket business. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.